However,
if you're SDI, you can't mash side B, and if you're mashing side B, you can't SDI.
However, the most important thing about this matchup is Greninja's neutral. That shuriken is one of the best projectiles. He has great reach, great defensive rolls, and just in general makes great use of Bayonetta's relatively lackluster neutral.
Also pretty good damage output, and you need a good damage output to contest with Bayonetta.
Oh yeah.
Probably among the best damage outputs in the game.
Sliding under that forward air. There goes the up throw. No drag down, but gets an air. Very creative.
It just flat out beat the downward angled afterburner.
Yeah, that nair is disjointed technically. It's just a relatively tiny disjunct, right? And one thing you can watch out for in that ShuC does that you don't see a lot of other Greninjas do is grounded angled up Bs. So if he sees you approaching from diagonally forward, he will try to up B diagonally upwards, and that will push you back very, very far, and it will make it pretty tough to land.
Yeah, basically putting you in the corner for free.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a flood. But right now, ZantG has a good lead.
There's a bit of a lead. Although I feel like ShuC's been in control for a good part.
Oh yeah, that's just the Bayo damage output. Yeah. The playstyle that ShuC is using is relatively low reward, however, also pretty low risk.
And that's what you need versus Bayonetta.
Oh yeah. And Bayonetta's grab game, not that amazing. If you get grabbed by her every so often, you just shrug it off.
Just accept it, you know.
Oh, bad DI on the down throw, making it combo into forward air. That should not happen. ShuC taking control, standing center stage, throwing those shurikens, and the witch time came out right there. Very interesting. Ooh! Back throw again. That grab is not an amazing punish. However, being off stage against Bayonetta, not a place
he bounces off the shield, and he actually gets... Well, that was the sour spot, no doubt.
What happens on this stage is that if you stand on one of the platforms and Greninja uses up smash, you only get hit by the first hit.
Yeah, it never connects to the second.
It never connects to the second, except if you're in a tech situation and you're bouncing.
Oh, or you spot dodge the first hit with some kind of voodoo.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I've never seen it happen, though.
That must, you know, that must have felt good for Greninja.
Ooh! And once again, the slide going under the neutral options by ShuC, and the forward throw, is that gonna finish it?
Oh, yes, it does.
Okay, so generally, I would say Greninja had an advantage in that situation.
Oh, no. Oh. ZantG's lead is... Oh, he can't convert it into a witch. Just he needed that for a big lead, but he's still good.
ShuC is getting a little bit scared right here. He should soon be looking for an up throw. It's because of the Greninja slide that grab didn't go through. Yeah. If he threw him immediately, it could have probably happened, but...
For those of you who don't know, if you grab your opponent and you're both standing off stage, and then you slide to a point where you push your opponent off stage, but you're still standing, the game just gets confused and breaks up the grab.
Yep, exactly.
So that wouldn't happen if Bayonetta was a tiny character like Alkmaar.
Oh yeah. Okay, dodges the grab, but down tilt is not a convert anymore.
Look at this, Bayonetta, one of the lightest in the game at 174. Oh, ShuC needs
now he should be dead. And even on Battlefield, that is it. And a 55% lead is a lead. However, Greninja's early game combos are very, very strong.
For the time that it took ShuC to take over the stock, he has done a very good job not letting his lead expand too much.
Oh yeah, for sure, especially against a character like Bayonetta. It's very easy to get a lead.
Well, this frog is jumping.
Oh, and that side B leaning back just slightly, making it hard for ShuC to aggress.
Is that it? No, he survives.
Battlefield helping him out for sure right there. And ShuC, ooh, whiffs that grab. Not quite happy with that one.
And then he shadow seeks into the jab. It's just a very unfortunate, very unfortunate time for ShuC in general.
But he still has a lot of control.
Oh, there's the witch time. That's it.
There it goes. Yep. That forward tilt usually very safe. However, against a move like Witch time, that's not gonna be safe.
Yeah, and now he has so much percent to make up. Only 34 on ZantG. But
this is where it gets really tough for Greninja.
Yeah. And of course, then you think about Greninjas like Ike Studying, who whip out these crazy footstool combos, and elites can disappear just like that. ShuC doesn't really do a lot of combos,
but he does. He's been brushing up on them lately, and it's just kind of tough on Battlefield. You know what I mean? The platforms make it a little bit tougher. But right here, this is... Okay.
Oh, what was that?
Okay, he saw his jump, Oh, gosh, you.
So, yeah, ShuC must have known. Because, of course, when you get carried up, you don't know where the stage is.
I mean, I should have known because he got... I taught him that trick, so, I mean, like... It just really scared me for a second right there. The one issue though about this matchup and being behind as Greninja is that was the LP I was talking about.
Yeah.
The one issue is you want to play neutral and shuriken heavy as Greninja, but when you're ahead as Bayonetta, you can just kind of chill, you know, wait for an opportunity to side
I mean, shurikens are good, but they're not that scary.
Oh, they get scary because at a certain percent they do the same thing as Sheik Needles, where they pop you up slightly. You know?
Yeah.
But until that percent is just percentage.
Yeah. Which is of course kind of a big deal if you're behind. But
one interesting thing about the shuriken though that adds a layer of mind games is that okay, very solid comfort.
Yeah, creative stuff. Finishing with the neutral, and I've seen Butter doing it a couple of times.
Oh yeah, Butter. I mean that's a Bayonetta classic, right? But one thing Greninja can do is he can charge his shuriken to mix up his timings.
Yeah.
And basically, if he fully charges his shuriken, he gets a lot of free pressure. So that is something a lot of people try to avoid. So say you think they're going to jump when they notice that you keep charging. You can release it a little bit earlier, and then you get like an 8% shuriken on their jump startup, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that adds a level of complexity to the neutral game and trying to get around Greninja.
So how has ShuC been using that? Has he been delaying his
well, the issue is he lost his lead so quickly that he hasn't been able to utilize that style too much.
Yeah.
So what is really important for ShuC here is to hold on to his patience, play around his neutral B, play around his defensive options like rolls, like retreating aerials, and just avoid getting killed early.
And he ends up choosing Smash Field. Don't you think a wider stage would have helped with that?
Oh yeah, for sure. But it might just be comfort. It might just be comfort.
Yeah, of course, this is the comfort pick stage for a lot of players in the Netherlands.
Oh yeah, in Europe in general. You know, it's Europeville. It's been Europeville and Smash.
Instant witch time of the start of the game, and he's going up and up, but he gets out.
That's kind of
50%.
A peculiarity of the Greninja is that he has one of the best dash grabs in the game, but one of the worst standing grabs.
Yeah.
One of the better pivot grabs, but still a bad standing grab. And you need to utilize that grab a lot against Bayonetta. And right there with that witch time, he tried going for an aerial.
Oh, what is that?
Not gonna happen.
ZantG makes him up. He got the normal get up and he jumped and he delayed with the down air. Which was of course much different timing from any other offensive option you could choose there.
And while the down air is techable to avoid the strong hit, it's very hard to do. You need to be prepared and practiced in the matchup.
So that leaves ShuC at a crazy big disadvantage once again.
I mean, Greninja, so he can kill.
Oh, he can definitely kill.
The read!
Oh!
And he didn't do anything! No air dodge, no jump, no move.
He probably was scared of getting his air dodge red. Very understandable.
Oh, and another down air.
You just cannot react to Shadow Sheik.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking out for it, you can. The puff is reactable, actually, but it's tough. And I'm pretty sure both these players are not familiar with their opposing characters. So
yeah, has ShuC got anyone in Brabant to practice Bayonetta with? Okay.
I don't think there's any people in Utrecht who play Greninja either.
No, definitely not.
So that's that.
And this is definitely a matchup you just have to grind to learn. You can't learn this off of paper. Bayonetta is all about grinding against Bayonetta.
And the same goes for Greninja. There are very definite holes in his play. However, you need to know them. And this is going to be a spike right here. Yeah. And he gets the eye. That was very well done. And that was actually
Did I see a Shadow Sneak in there?
It looked like but that was actually poorly executed by ZantG.
Yeah.
If you want the optimal spike, you try to hit them off stage and go for the down air.
Yeah.
But there is risk attached to it. You just have to, you know, be comfortable with
but
it.
even if you catch them far enough with the down smash, they shouldn't be able to get back on stage. So maybe a nair or a back air would have been better to get a little bit more horizontal movement on ShuC.
Perhaps. And there goes the Shuriken, which has extra reach when fully charged.
That was awful DI. Not even red lightning, and he just went off the side. I know Smashville has really close sideboards.
Red lightning is kind of peculiar because it's not about DI, it's about vectoring, right?
Yeah.
If you DI properly but don't vector properly, you still get red lightning.
Okay.
So it only tells you if you're vectoring right or not, plus DI. So anyway, right now, ZantG releasing those guns. Usually Bayonetta tries to, they load the guns, force it to air dodge, and then drop down with an air. Cancel the guns, drop down with an air, right? Right there, he just released them. So to me, that's looking like he's pretty desperate to end out this stock. He's
Yeah,
and I think
ZantG
like
doesn't do very well under pressure, in my personal opinion.
okay. I mean, you've practiced with him a lot, right?
Yeah.
And this is exactly what I was talking about last game about having a lead as Greninja and being able to play that defensive style. And right now he's just merrily throwing shurikens, and there goes the forward smash.
You see what it...
Oh! Sniped! And the comeback to stock.
Yeah, and you saw it. As soon as ZantG was in disadvantage and had to deal with defensive play, he fell apart. And I've seen this time and time again. He just has so much trouble dealing with deficits, especially against characters that have, you know, big hitboxes or projectiles to keep you out.
I mean, that's also a Bayonetta thing, right? Bayonettas get their comebacks by landing like a witch
But
sign.
he has had this problem with every character I've seen him play.
Okay, I mean, can't be helped in that case.
Well, I hope it can be, because definitely his weakest aspect.
ShuC just smiling. Very, very well done to bounce back after a 2-stock loss. And ZantG is just thinking. Game 2 is very, very important.
Yeah. Honestly, if you lose game 1 but win game 2, you're in the better position. In my personal opinion.
Well, I mean, you have counter pick advantage, but you know, like there's a mental game to it, obviously.
I mean, in a matchup like this, where I don't think any stage is a huge difference for either of them.
Yeah, I mean, there are some exceptions, but you're right.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to Battlefield, because this tournament, as you may know, does not have DSR. Instead, we have 2 bans.
Gives you a little bit more flexibility.
Exactly. Should you want DSR, you can implement it with your extra ban.
Yes, you can.
I like it.
But apparently ShuC didn't want it, because we're here back at the tri-platform Battlefield.
Okay, and here he goes up. That forward air doesn't look like the right way to extend that combo. ShuC, oh, that down air was almost a combo extender. Here comes the grab. Gonna put him off stage, and the guns come out.
So ShuC back on stage, he's in deficit. This is where ZantG likes him.
ShuC taking to the air. However, that's not a decision that I think is very good.
What a read on the jump.
Wow.
ZantG is feeling himself.
Yeah,
and
no kidding.
Like, when we play, I take him to Battlefield all the time. All the time. So he is super familiar and comfortable on this stage.
Okay. So interesting thing. I think this is back to the game 1 scenario. Let's see if ShuC...
Oh, no.
Oh, that was a multi-hit bow.
No.
How did the second hit not connect? That was so
that's
awkward.
because Bayonetta actually gets about 62 invincibility frames after landing a witch
You're
time.
right. You are absolutely correct.
So yeah, multi-hits are supposed to be some sort of a counter,
but not really.
not if Bayonetta's quick enough.
Okay, so...
And she is.
ShuC not at that big of a deficit right now, though. And a down tilt to up smash is going to come close to killing at this percent.
Look at these combos. Like, not even just the playbook B button combos.
Really bad for ShuC right now. His converts are failing because of Battlefield.
Oh
no!
Once again.
Left arm of Exodia!
Like, I was looking at ShuC while it happened, and he even just like put his hand in front of his mouth, like, oh my god, what just happened?
Okay, so he's giving Bayonetta a lot of space at the edge right there, just going for shurikens instead, which is a decent decision because Bayonetta can quickly reverse the situation.
No way!
That was so unfortunate, but we take those.
We take those. We certainly do. This is, without a doubt, already ZantG's best winner's bracket run I've seen in a long time.
Well, he hasn't quite won yet.
Well, he has beaten Roberto, and that already makes it.
I mean, that is true. So here comes the... Oh, that was... The bat within allowed him to go into up B right there. That was a Bayonetta special, dude.
On the platform?
Okay, and the platform is working well for ShuC in that kind of exchange. However, the thing about the platforms is that it gives Bayonetta a place to side B to, which gives her landing options, which she normally has more issues with, especially against a neutral-focused character like Greninja. B? Oh, no, just tacks on a little bit of extra damage. Nothing
get the 2 frames.
Very special.
Okay, we're getting some more shurikens.
This is good. I think ShuC is also using this to just like consider his options, and that is that Greninja special. Throw shurikens and then mix it up with well-timed, smart aggression. And that is exactly what ShuC is doing. Ooh, the up B.
Oh, is that it?
Is that it? No. Oh, he had a double jump still. Very well done by ZantG. And the witch time.
Oh, this is a...
We're going up. Up B, side B, side B.
Oh,
and
he misses
the confirm.
That was a big problem.
Oh, the side B.
What is he doing? He's so hungry. He's done with defensive play. But yeah, the combo, the witch time, oh, that was such a big pain, full shock. because he was doing so well after being in 2 stock deficit.
Oh no, the grab whiffs! And that was that standing grab. It's just
Yeah.
not that great, man.
And he missed the dash input for the second one.
Oh, trades the grab with the side B.
Will
Very
Greninja up throw
peculiar.
do it right now?
Oh yeah, for sure. The up throw skills very well with Rage. So right now, if he gets that up throw, that is lights out for Bayonetta.
Shurikens flying left and right, ZantG not getting hit.
And there it is! Up we go! And ShuC is still in this!
But he cannot get withstand or anything like that.
Yeah.
And he has only been killing Bayonetta at really high percentage.
Walking a fine line right here. There goes the jabs.
20%.
Oh, but he falls out and gets to... Oh,
You-
and another one!
You saw the spark of the withstand.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That flip, dude. 2 in a row as well. And this is some momentum for ShuC right here. And very smart. Instead of going too deep, he keeps disengaging and tries to catch the landing. Just sticking to holding on to a better scenario.
And
Being on the ground versus an aerial opponent, better scenario. No risk of getting witch time. Very, very smart by ShuC. Even manages to get it back and convert. This is definitely possible.
There it is, the witch
but there
time. It's
it goes.
over. It's over. ZantG with the giant upset over ShuC.
ZantG checked his pocket watch. Time
Time
for
to
witch
win.
time. So
Yeah,
very,